Let's get into some shit. Hi, my friends. Welcome to Apocalyptic. I am Rick. I am going to be sitting in for the regular host, who is actually me. I don't even know I said that. How are you? You're sitting in for yourself today? It's always a good thing to get a substitute every once in a while to come in, do all your work, do all your stuff. Even if it's you, get a new person to come in. Dress up like someone else. Make people think that you've got a... substitute teachers always... They have... people come in, do their work for them. It's one of the few jobs that actually you could just get a substitute. And I think that every job should have that, right? I mean, you don't want certain jobs, like a doctor. You don't want to show up and go, wait a minute, I had an appointment with my doctor. And they're like, no, I'm the substitute today. He wasn't feeling well, and so I'm going to take his place for a little while. You don't want that. But it'd be cool if we all had like a substitute that we could call in to do our work for us. I know some people would be calling in like every day and have the substitute. I could do like, I don't know, somebody could call in and I could have them to do the podcast. Just a substitute. Today, it's a different person doing the podcast. I don't know what usually happens. I'm just going to make stuff up. It's probably better than this one. Anyway, this is a Monday podcast. It's a little bit late, later in the day than normal. There's a reason for that. I will say I apologize for Thursday. I was kind of in a pissy mood, a little bad mood. Not that much better today. A little bit better. Had to go to the eye doctor. That's why I'm late. I can't read anything. I can't have notes. If I put notes, I can't read. They dilated my eyes. So I had an appointment. If you listen Thursday... I told a little story about my eye blew up. It just blew up. That's what happens when you start getting old. I really think it's the beginning of my old age diseases. The old age things that start happening. While I was in the eye appointment, this is not making fun. Just it's an observation. I'm observing my surroundings, and so many older people in their, I say older now, and that doesn't even seem right, but people in their 70s and 80s coming in with devices to keep them from falling over, little chairs on wheels with handles, and they're walking in holding on to these things because they're not, and I'm going to have those in the next few minutes. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. I've never really had eye problems. I mean, the getting old and you can't read, you got to have readers. I would say by far that's the worst part of getting old, is not being able to read. Because I'm a visual artist and I read a lot too, and I need my eyes. I want my eyes to be perfect, and they're not perfect. They haven't been since I was in my 40s. I've had to wear glasses, and it ticks me off. This is going to be an angry old man podcast, by the way. And so, just minding my own business last week, doing everything that I normally do. My eye blew up. And now I have all of these floaters in my eyes. I don't know what I didn't expect. I mean, it's not like they're going to empty the fluid into a little filter and then they're going to put it all back. They can't do that. What are they going to do? I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're going to charge me a bunch of money and tell me there's nothing they can do. That's what they do. Every single time I go to the doctor, I never like going to the doctor. And then people convince me, you got to go. You got to have that looked at. You can't just sit there and not go. And so I go, and the doctor goes, I don't know. Nothing I can do about it. Every time. I get the nothing you could do about it disorders every single time. So stuff I hang on to, and that's what they said about my eye. Nothing they can do about it. It's just going to always be that way. She said, in time, it'll get better. I said, how much time? And she goes, nada, it's going to take a while. So now I can't read. I can't see. Can't do things. I got junk in front of my eyes now. I'm beginning to question this whole intelligent design thing. You know, God is supposed to have made intelligent design on our bodies. You know, we're supposed to be perfect machines. Is this it's breaking down. George Carlin is like, how did he get this reputation? But it's true. It just feels like there's not a lot of intelligence to it. I don't know. It just, I guess everybody has to go through it, right? You know, God's own son, Jesus, he died at 30 in his early 30s. That's a good age. You don't have any problems then. Can you imagine? I mean, what if Jesus had lived until his 60s and 70s and 80s? I mean, he was healing people, but then by the time he gets into that age, he's going to need some help himself. He'd go into the doctor. He missed out on all the stuff, you know. He didn't have to have his eyes done. He didn't even have to go get a prostate exam. You know, going to the that didn't happen. Old age Jesus. Going to the doctor, sitting in the waiting room, looking through the magazine. The girl comes out, Jesus Christ. Hi, sir, how are you? Come on back. Didn't have to go through that. They got my name wrong. They got my name wrong at the doctor's office. They came out and called me twice, apparently. I didn't pay any attention because I didn't hear my name. It's a totally different name. And so they called to see if I left. Like, where are you? We've called you twice. And I'm here. I'm sitting right next to the desk where you called the name, where I wrote down my name correctly, where I gave you my driver's license that has my name on it correctly, where you had my insurance card with my name on it correctly, and you wrote my name down wrong still. And I'm supposed to feel good about my diagnosis. Oh, I'm just in the mood to gripe. That's all it is. I'm in the mood to gripe. It's a gripe show. I'm going to stop griping someday. I'm going to stop griping. Anyway, my eyes are dilated right now. Everything is really kind of psychedelic, very bright and blurry, bright and blurry. And then once the dilation goes, then my eyes going to be dull and hairy. It's going to be things floating around in my eyes like some kind of space scene or something, like broken satellite parts floating around in my eye. That's what's going to happen. You know, we have a listener line that you could call and talk about this stuff. Tell me your ailments. I want to hear them. 678-348-0008 is the listener line, and you can text it or call, and I'll put you on the air. Or just drop me a line through the phone. That will work too. I didn't have a whole lot to talk about simply because, well, I mean, I would have, except I can't read anything that I write. I can't. Usually I have like little notes, or I'll take like a news story, I'll put it down. I can't even do that because I can't read it. So I just kind of have to wing it today. I do have my coffee, which is good. And see, here's the thing. Let me ask you a question about this. So I'm drinking coffee right now. You could read online certain things that say that coffee's not good for you when you get older. I don't know. Does it cause your eye to blow out? But what do? There comes a time in your life where you just sort of have to make a decision. Now, you don't have to worry about this when you're younger. To a certain extent, you do. I mean, you want to take care of yourself, right? You do want to take care of yourself. But you're so much more resilient when you're younger, and you don't have to think of a lot of things that you have to think about when you're older. And plus, when you're older, the karma comes back much faster. So if you eat a bunch of pizza, like in your 20s, you never have to think about it again. And in your 30s, you start seeing, oh, wow, I feel these jeans are getting a little bit tight. And then 40s and 50s is when it really starts kicking in. And then 60s, like you eat one slice of pizza and the next day you're 20 pounds heavier. But there comes a time when you just have to say, I don't care. I'm just going to live, right? I mean, you take care of yourself, but there are people who have taken care of themselves. There are people who have jogged every day. They've eaten only natural foods, and then they die young, fairly young, even in the 70s, 60s, and 70s. And, you don't want to eat like Elvis and then die in your 40s. Nobody wants to do that. But I just wonder, there's a time you just enjoy life, right? Just do the things you want to do. Try not to give yourself high blood pressure, but if you do, what? I mean, you're going to die anyway. Just might as well enjoy stuff, right? My thing is I don't want to be incapacitated. I don't want to be living. I don't want to lay in a bed for 2 years. I don't want somebody to have to push me around in a wheelchair or things like that. If it's going to happen, it needs to happen quick. But I just wonder, where's the point of just, I don't care anymore? Where's the point of just now it becomes, I'm just going to live? It's bacon and cigarettes every day. I'm off of the lettuce. No more lettuce. No more tofu. We'll put some pork in there. Bacon, pork. Bacon is pork, but that's okay. Double pork, double bacon. In fact, let's go ahead with cigarettes. Let's smoke pork cigarettes. Why not? Let's do the whole thing. Scotch, sure. How about pork scotch? Let's go with that. Let's just put some pork in everything. That was the other thing. Jesus did not eat pork. He was a rabbi. He was Jewish. That was another problem. That was the other thing. If he had eaten a lot of pork, he may not even have made it to 33. All right. That's pretty much it. That's all I got to say. I just wanted to check in on y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all living? This week, I'm going to be doing some storytelling at the gallery outside of Atlanta. If you're this way, come by the gallery, check it out. It's going to be fun. Several storytellers. We're going to be having a good time. And I'm kind of thinking about just going out and telling stories to people. Seriously, just doing some speeches and talking story stuff to people. Just letting people pay me a little bit of money to come out and talk. Why not? What else is there to do? I can't see. I don't know. I'm going to start maybe I'll be a sunglasses guy. I could be like Jack Nicholson. That's what I'll do. Start wearing, because I wore sunglasses when I was very young, all the time, inside and out. And I quit doing that. But I think I'm going to have to start doing it again. And I need to get my blood pressure checked so my other eye doesn't blow out. I don't know if that's what caused it, but it could have been. All right. Thanks for listening, folks. Keep in touch, all right? Contact me on Facebook. Send me an email, rick@apocalyptic.com. Let me know you're okay. Let me know that if I need to rely on you to help me walk around, you got 2 good eyes. You can help me out. If not, just help me do something. Give me some advice. Just tell me which way to turn. You could be like a human GPS. Let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to try to figure out, I need to take some lessons in reading Braille. I got to figure out how I'm going to live now. It's going to be fun, I guess.